Boss, 3 wins in a row at home and a fourth game coming up against Forest Green.
Yeah, funny how it works out, isn't it, in terms of the way the fixtures have gone for us and, games being called off and that sort of thing means that we have a run of games at home. So you have to make the most of that. I think throughout the way this season's going to pan out, there's probably going to be other things that manipulate the fixture list. So we talked earlier in the season about making our home ground a tough place for people to come, and I think we've done that so far, and it has to be something that we continue to build. So going to be a tough test at the weekend. Forest Green are a good team. But we're in a good place. Mindset's good. Mindset's strong. We need to make sure that we continue to keep building on that.
In our 3 latest performances, what are some of the things that have really impressed you?
I think the obvious one of keeping clean sheets is a delight, because felt that we let ourselves down a little bit in the run of games before that by conceding too many goals, but at the same time conceding goals that we shouldn't have done. You can always pick to pieces conceding, but there was occasions where we felt that we fell short. So of late we've corrected that, and I think the way we've got control on games. I think the game against Morecambe, they showed us incredible respect to come and try to do to us what they did, and we've now got to be better at breaking a team down when that happens, but at the same time not giving up some of the opportunities to get counter-attacks that we did at the weekend. But we're seeking perfection when we talk along those lines. But if you're not going along that and not trying to focus on reaching perfection, then I think you're probably doing something wrong.
And at the weekend against Morecambe, the lads played until the very last whistle to get them 2 late goals and get the 3 points that we deserved.
Yeah, and I think what has to happen with that is that sometimes when you're a team that has good control on the ball, you have good attacking players, teams come to try to make it difficult, get men behind the ball. And we have to respect that that's the way that people approach and how they feel that they might come and win the game. And we have to be good enough to break that down. And sometimes it doesn't come till late on. The pitches are tough to play on at the moment, very boggy, very wet. Any pitch across the country would be the same. So it makes it tough to keep moving the ball at the tempo you want in order to create the spaces that you want to do. But what I was really pleased about were the boys kept going. They kept focused. They kept calm when it would have been easy to get flustered. And we got the goals that I felt we deserved.
And Dan Johnson's been in fine form, of course, scoring goals. Lee Angle to come in and get that goal at the weekend is important for himself and the team.
For everybody. And I'm really pleased for Lee because he's been injured, and that's tough. He's played out of position, which I think he's adjusted to well. And then now he's come in, and we needed to make sure that there's a focus to what Lee does about giving us the quality things that Lee's got in his game and what led to us signing him in the first place. But then being that goal threat that that we're going to want to continue to have in the team. So with Danny's misfortune, which none of us would have wanted, comes an opportunity for Lee, and he's taken that first step at the weekend by getting on the score sheet, and we'll be continuously driving him along to contribute more, as we do with all of the players that are capable of scoring goals for us.
Dan Kemp made his first appearance in no shirt at the weekend, and of course now Nick Freeman's come in. Could we see both of our new signs at the weekend?
I would say so, yep. I think what we have to do is fit them into the team accordingly, into the squad accordingly. I think it's obviously a delight for someone like Dan to get exposure and minutes in the team as early as he did, because you come here and you're waiting for that opportunity to step in and do well. And I thought he impressed when he came on. He was bright. So that that gets you in and amongst the group that little bit more. So we've got Nick done nice and early, so now it gives us a good period of time to embed him in, get him to understand what we're about as a club and the type of people that he's going to be working with, and then of course tactically what we see him doing when he comes into our team and the extra little bits that he's going to give us.
Forest Green are our next opponent, a very good team in the division, but a team that we've had a flavour of twice. What do you think it will take to get the 3 points at the weekend?
I think focus. I think probably different to what Morecambe posed us at the weekend. It's going to be a game where both teams are tussling to have possession of the ball. I believe that we're both up there in terms of the amount of possession that we have. Not that it's about how practical you can be with that. I thought when we've been up there both times. They were the stronger team with the ball, had a little bit more possession, probably created a few more opportunities, but we had opportunities to score and create of our own. So we need to respect what they're about. Very good team, very good players. But like I say, for us at the moment, it's about building on what we are, how good we are and what we can be and where we can get to, and that'll be the priority for us to take into the game at the weekend.
Of course, we're well aware that Danny Johnson will most likely miss out through injury, but is there any other players that are expected to be on the sideline?
No, at the moment it's good. Obviously disappointed for Dan as much as we are disappointed that we've not got him. But it's why we talk about having a squad. It's why we have to treat everybody properly every day. It's about coming in and if Leanne Gold's not in the team, if Ruel has had a spell injured, that you don't just push them to one side and get on with everybody else and leave them. It's about making sure that we keep those relationships, keep their momentum, their focus, their mental well-being right, so that when they come into the team, they're ready to come in and make an impact. So right now, we're comfortable and positive, and hopefully we come through a good week's training in a good bill of health, and looking with those selection headaches that you want by having a good, healthy and fit squad.
Finally, don't like to get carried away. It's all about focus, but we're in a very good position in the table, and we are in the business end of the season. What do you think it's going to take now to continue that form and make sure we're right where we want to be come the end of the season?
A lot. I think there's still a long way to go. By no means can anyone get carried away. I think, I don't know, seems forever ago now, but you're probably talking 2 months ago where we went on a nice little run in a very similar nature and then lost a couple off the back of it. So it shows you how quickly it can happen. And, at that stage, it was, it felt like everybody thought it was a disaster. It's about keeping your focus and your mindset right. And that's what it is now. It's about driving the players on. We've said it all season. I've not made any secret of it from the start of pre-season that we wanted to get better. We wanted to strive for more than we were last year, and so far we've presented that. But we've got to do a lot more in order to make this, an enjoyable and a successful season. So it's about maintaining. It's about trying to strive to get better, but at the same time keeping our feet on the ground. So, as I said right at the beginning, there it's a long way to go, and it's about keep making sure that we keep doing things properly.